We are currently in Mount Oswald Manor in Durham City, which used to be the old golf club. And I moved in here a year and a half ago on an off chance whim after splitting up with a partner. To say that I found this place by accident is, I'd kind of gone out for a walk that day. To say that I'd seen lights in the sky is absolutely true. And I got this immense impression that I should go home and find somewhere else to live by looking online immediately. And I went home and I saw this place for £350 a month with a picture of the mansion outside and all bills included. And I just thought, it's a gift, it's a sign. I've got to do it. I need somewhere to go. So came here. And it's just been an amazing place creatively. It's given me a lot of scope to explore different ideas. So it's a good place. I'm a van driver, I'm a delivery driver, which gives me a great chance to get all around the county and see all different kinds of people. But at the minute I'm having a lot of issues around people in that I don't trust myself with my own thoughts and I don't trust them, and that's not a good place to be. When I went to see the Goodall Centre, the psychosis department there, they asked me at the beginning, was I bothered about a diagnosis? And I said straight away, no, because I don't think it's going to be beneficial just to have a little badge that says, I have X, Y, Z. It doesn't make sense. It was more important to try and find ways that they could help me get well. And as long as you can kind of look at a wellness approach rather than an illness approach, it's for me it made more sense to go down that route. So periodic psychosis, undercurrent investigation. I'm off to the sleep clinic very soon because they want to do some studies on me because I do sleepwalk a lot as well. So it's kind of like when I go to sleep I'm not properly asleep, and when I'm awake I'm kind of half dreaming still. So it's a bit strange, but we get there. When I split up from my partner, I spent a lot of time thinking about things, and one of the things I realised was that everything in the universe comes from the same kind of source, and as such it was like discovering a Lego set. Then you suddenly realised that all of the pieces actually fit together. So then anything can become part of a creative process. It's just finding a way of how to fit one thing to another thing. And there's always a way. I kind of explore that through painting, sculpture, installation, put things together, just whatever comes to mind. But again, there's probably 1,000 or so conkers on the floor. Ritual becomes a huge part of what I do. So if I can get up on a daily basis and give myself a ritual that I can manage, and that I can just basically keep on adding the Lego bricks on top of each other, and it will build up into something. But the main thing is not to worry too much about where it's going or what it's going to be. Just listen to it, let it evolve, and a lot of the things that I want to say don't go into words, and as such look at the pictures, let that speak for me. It's the layering process in life. You basically, you every day you're adding on top of a previous day's experience, and as such you can't ever stop the fact that when you were 13 years old you kicked someone on the head. You did it. It was one of those things. I didn't actually kick anyone in the head when I was 13. I just used that as a daft analogy, but so there's always a layering process in life. You've always got one new thing going on top of an old thing. And I think if you ever consider something to be completely finished, then it's kind of, that's the end of the creation, and that's not going to happen. So they can always be recycled or turn into something new, unless I'm daft enough to sell them to people, in which case they kind of lose my influence on them, but they often have their own lives somewhere else. So basically this is designed as a celebration in place of religion, because I don't believe in God or anything like that, and I want to have ritual in my life, and I want to celebrate the fantastic universe we live in, but without directly attributing it to a kind of sect or a belief system. So it's not done for anyone else. If anyone else likes it, that's fantastic, but if they don't. When I first started selling work, it was in 2005, something like that. And I lost my creativity because I started making things that I thought would sell to people rather than making the stuff that I was really passionate about. And I just realised that was a cultural kind of creative dead end that I didn't want to go down for a bit until I was more confident and comfortable in what I was making. And now that I find my energy is going into creativity, I just can't be asked to sell it, because that involves setting up Etsy pages, eBays, whatever it might be, or getting in touch with galleries and getting them to take 50% of your money. And yeah, just do it for myself. Keeps me happy. I went to art college when I was 19. And unfortunately, it was when I was at university that I kind of had to drop out because of mental health problems, but never gave up on art. It's a way for me to make sense of the things that I can't put into words. So when things go wrong and I don't understand what's happened, there might be a lingering kind of visual thing that I remember, and if I can explore that, I can kind of work out where I've gone wrong or where I've diverged from reality. It helps me kind of put those things in perspective. It's a way of dealing with past issues, traumas, all sorts of things that doesn't involve as much medication as it could, and it kind of liberates me in that way, so I'm not stuck on antipsychotics and things like that. Yeah, it's a good place, and it helps me out, and my art is definitely a way of exploring how I can find a way through it.